What is good, everyone? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today I'm joined with 19 of my viewers and we are going to play some survival mode on Geoguessr. I get a point every time I survive a round. So if I survive 6 rounds, that's 6 points, and the aim is to get to 10 rounds. But there's a multiplier and there are 19 opponents, so presumably they're going to be able to get quite close quite often. Okay, next one here. I think I know the country. I think I do know the country here. In fact, it's quite straightforward actually, so we're feeling good about that, definitely. I'd say somewhere over here. It's probably making a lot of sense. Ends up being near Kissimmee there, and so a pretty good spread. Yeah, not too bad. So we have taken a significant amount of damage so far, but nothing insane. We love to see small countries. We love to see small countries where we can make good guesses. Thinking about a bit of a hedge here. I must say. But of course they've gone into guess pretty early here. I gotta be a little bit more intentional as I guess, because it probably is harder for me to guess on this smaller map. I may even have the right spot. We'll see about that. Even without looking around, we are basically second closest there. Okay, next one here, we are looking at some Russian. That is probably pretty bad because there might be a Russian on the other team or something like that. Fortunately, there's not much time for them to scan for these locations. Thinking probably just north of Kazakhstan. We'll see about that. Man, I moved away from the right spot. We have the Chuma profile picture taking 800 points off. Not a bad result, considering that that was Russia and there was signs. So I'm actually pretty happy with that. And the next one here is, once again, not so bad, I would say. We don't have any number plates to help us out so much. Do think I know where this is, but I could actually be in one of the 2 wrong countries. And I forgot we can look around. Wow. That's really helpful. Okay, keep on trying to play no moving, panning, or zooming, but we should be somewhere around here. And I'm feeling pretty good about that. And so, yeah, ends up being very close indeed. 14 kilometers away, cannot complain about that. And we have already survived up to quadruple damage here. But of course, after round 6, any bad guess, quadruple damage and more is basically death. So at least we can look around. And I'm looking at some language here that's good to know. Over here, it's kind of hard to say. I am getting a certain vibe here. 8 seconds to go. I'm getting a certain vibe. We might be on one of the southern islands, namely Crete. So we'll see if I'm right about that or not. And it ends up being Crete. That's fantastic. I mean, they had a massive spread all over Greece, but fortunately, Crete is pretty distinct with how dry it is. So that definitely worked out for me. We have not done much damage yet. Well, we haven't done any, but I felt like I could. I felt like I definitely could if the right rounds turn up here. But okay, this one is pretty obvious with the country. With that Google car. I might even go north of Kiev here, just go for the hedge up there. Let's see it here. And it ends up being north of Kiev indeed. And wow, look at the spread all over Russia. They had the red car, so should have been guessing Ukraine, but I did ask for less experienced players to be against me, so that does make sense. But the Chuma guy is getting close quite often here. This is a repeat from Diono and Geography Challenges video. So if you watch that, if you watch their collab, which I was today, then you would remember where this is. And I believe it was somewhere around here. But this is a hard round, so let's see if they get it or not. It is northern Spain, but look at that. Really good guesses right throughout the Pyrenees and the Alps there. So only a little bit of damage. But look at this. We're up to round 9, and round 10 is the goal. So already feeling this is possible. This is possible. But this is the type of round I did not want to see. So actually, let's try and use road angle here. I don't normally do that, but, you know... Ooh. And with the tiny mini-map, this is going to be difficult, but I'm trying to find somewhere that could fit here. I mean, I could even be on the right road here. That would be insane. Let's see. Oh, no. Not at all. That is going to be probably knockout damage there. It absolutely is. So 9 rounds survived and just wrecked by a bit of a generic Chile. I mean, guessing in the right spot there in Chile, definitely difficult. 9 rounds is certainly respectable. Let's go for another try. Okay, game number 2 here. Country is pretty obvious. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with anything where the country is obvious and the country is not too big. So here we have that, and I believe we can actually use the highway number here. So probably people are scanning, so I will as well. And so, oh man, I was really close when I found the road, but yeah, still not a bad result. Oh, we lose 47 points. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Exactly what we wanted. Okay, next one here. And we have an Ari. Everyone just guesses normal. But yeah, we should be somewhere over in the good old land of Finland with this coverage. And I'm going to click fairly central here. I don't really see a reason to go north or south. Ends up being fairly southern there. So I went further north than 18 members of the enemy team. We didn't take too much damage there, about 500 points. The next one is going to be somewhere in the UK. Is there going to be anything in the way of a big clue here? I doubt it. Probably not. So my instinct is somewhere southern here, but maybe not too southern. Maybe near Bristol. Why not? Ends up being the other side, near London. So even though my guess is right that it's southern, we still take 300 points damage, which is definitely not ideal. Moving up to double damage here. Full concentration here. Now, I would say I also know the country here, just kind of waiting for the enemy team to get their guesses in. Bob for near Plovdiv ends up being all the way out there, so I love Ning, definitely consistently good for the other team. Maybe suspiciously so, but not a bad guess there, that's for sure. Next one here, another Ari. Wow, would you believe it? Another Ari for the boys, and we can use road angle here. I believe the compass should be correct. So let's get into the map and see if we can find something that lines up in the country where I think it is. But I don't mind where I am. See, wow, ends up being all the way up there. Not a bad result, actually. Given that it was Ari inside Botswana, 800 points is definitely manageable. So let's hope for some more small countries here. And what are we going to be looking at here? Is it a small country or not? I would say that this is not the worst news. I know the country here, not the worst news, but not the best either. Okay, ends up being quite southern. Maybe shouldn't have hedged so much and gone for more of an interesting guess. But 2,000 points damage. We need small countries from now on. Okay, so I definitely think I know the country here. I don't mind this guess. We'll see. Oh man, not too bad, not too bad. We're gonna definitely survive. 5 times damage. Only 100 points difference there, so 400 points on the board, and we moved to round 8, so we're actually potentially making it here. It is possible still. And okay, I know the country here as well. Definitely I know the country. I probably won't get eliminated here because I know the country. I'm actually going to be first to guess here. Screw it. I don't want to let them have the opportunity to actually find where this is. I do think that I'll survive. The question is, how much do I lose? If I lose 300 points or something like that, then that's pretty bad. But if I can make it out with less than that, that's fantastic. And so, I'm pretty close there. Not a bad guess at all. Ends up being right near the coast, and I lose just 400 points. Okay, so now I need small countries or fantastic guesses. It has to be one of those ways. And this is not what I wanted to see on round 9. Can we make it to round 10? Surely we can. Okay, we got signs. We got signs. Unfortunately, I don't know them. Lacking front plates, it would appear. Man, this is unfortunate. This is unfortunate. I'm not sure what state we'd be in here. I have some thoughts. I definitely have a good idea of the region, I think. The lack of front plates is strange, though. I'm going to try something a little bit risky here. Ooh, what a guess, dude. Holy crap. So I think Kansas does use front plates there. We can actually win this. We can actually win this. The comeback could be on. We're up to round 10, and wow, that was a hard round, so maybe we do need hard rounds rather than easy ones. Next one here is looking tough. I have been practicing this country recently, though. Okay, very red, sandy soil. Kind of strange, bro, kind of strange. Okay, I have to go for something interesting here. I have to go for something interesting. Let's go out here. I don't know, I could see this being correct. And, ooh, it's not a bad guess. I think we'll probably die here, just because South Africa is huge. But look at that, yeah, 1.3k. We survived to round 10, not a bad effort. Say we jump into it here. Let's go. First round here, I know the country. Now that it's no moving, panning, or zooming, I can actually put the pressure on here. I can definitely put the pressure on, hopefully reap the benefits of doing so. Okay, ends up being, unfortunately, over the other side of Denmark, so definitely not an ideal start there. Unfortunately, they just have the opportunity to basically hedge as much as they like, but next round here, looking definitely North American, and they'll probably realize that themselves even without me saying that. So the question is, can I get a good region guess here? I think I can. It's not easy to call the state here, but let's see if I'm right. Ends up being in Montana. I went North Nebraska, so not the worst damage. 1,000 points is definitely okay, but the Montana guess is good. The Montana guess is definitely good. I thought of maybe even Oregon or Washington there, so it's better than if it was over there. But okay, this one's fairly easy on the country, but I would say it's kind of a difficult situation for me to be in here. Not really sure where to put this. I think I just have to do a bit of hedging. Hopefully that is not too far away from the real location. Ends up being northern. My two thoughts were like Tokyo or there, just because of the flatness. That's another 1,000 points damage. So after round 3, I've already lost half my health. Now I need luck. Now I need a lot of luck, and hopefully some good and small locations. I have an idea for this one, so I'll just go straight for it. Hopefully this is not too far away from the actual location. I could see myself being closest here. I could. But okay, the other team taking a while to get their guesses in. They're slowly pouring in though. And let's see how close they're able to get here. And so it was actually in Dakan. Actually, now I remember that is... Okay. Peter getting a 5k. Bit sussy-wussy unless he's practiced a lot of Mongolia. But yeah, that does make sense. I think there is winter coverage there. So again, just in a massive disadvantage here going into the next rounds. Country here is pretty obvious, I would say. But let's hope my region guess again is decent. And okay, it is just Taipei, and we must have had a lot of people in South Korea. Interesting. So perhaps not recognizing the polls, a bit of herd mentality or something like that. But we do our first damage, which is, I mean, to do damage, that's obviously ideal. Next one here. Number plates are the biggest hint in this round, but I'm assuming that people will be able to get that. I'm just looking at the angle. It looks like it's pretty clear out that direction, so I'm looking for someone with some ocean north, perhaps. But I'm just going to go a bit north of Lisbon here. It gave me a southern vibe, but it is actually northern, so that's good that I clicked near the middle there. And obviously it's big damage. It's going to be 1,000 points there, but we survived to round 7, and now my only hope is just getting really close and doing some damage to them, honestly. But okay, this round is not too bad. Not awful. Not an awful thing to see, I would say. And I'm thinking just more of a hedge. Last time I was a bit too confident with my guess that was near Bristol. This time more of a humble guess. More of a humble guess. A bit of a hedge. Obviously, they're going to be hedging as well, but I kind of feel like this is the type of round where you do it and you survive. So let's see if I'm right about that. And sorry, oh man, it was Southern. And one person gets a good guess, and that might be enough. It's not quite enough to knock me out. So now I just need perfect guesses on really hard rounds, really. So we don't want small countries anymore. Now we want big ones. And this one is... I think I know the country here. Though I could be wrong about that. Country is not entirely clear, but hopefully that's actually a good thing for me. I think it kind of looks like a Slovakian pole painting. So I'm going to try it, but yeah, it's actually Czechia. No, the yellow thing on the pole did not come through this time, and so that's a round 8 elimination on no moving, panning, or zooming, but not too bad, not too bad. I feel like we can actually win. Okay, let's go. Oh no, what are you doing? Who is this person, bro? Unless you guys want to see me go with the teammate. 2 versus 18, me and what's his name against the world? Let's play on. Okay, so I definitely know the country here with this wooden pole. And, old mate has guessed as well, so I've got a straggler teammate in this one. Should be interesting to see if he's able to keep up with the pace. But okay, now there's actually incentive to me to guess early and see if my teammate can provide me any assistance. So I would say this is somewhere in a specific region. There's a specific region in this country that looks quite green like this. So I'm actually the first one to get in the guess here. In come the guesses, I'm actually closest there. Definitely had that Santa Cruz vibe with the greenery. And then a bit south of the city made a lot of sense. A nice little hedge in La Paz from my teammate there. Actually not a bad hedge. Next, we got a Dodge Charger here, the Hellcat. What city would that Dodge Charger be found in, though, is the question. Can we actually see that? Yes, we can. I would say that is a relatively definitive clue about which city we should be in then. But I will let my teammate make another decision if he so wishes, and I will go there. It's just no chance that the other team doesn't discover where this is, assuming that I am correct, which is unfortunate, but we're not going to lose many points, which is pretty much exactly what we want. So let's see what happens here. And it does end up being right in the center of the city there at the Georgia State University, which was probably pretty findable. Could have just found it, but I was the first one to guess after all. So next one here is going to be Double D. And we are looking at a relatively difficult round, potentially. I would say so. A relatively difficult round here. And I have some thoughts, but I am not entirely sure where would be best to go. So I think I would just click around here. Hopefully my teammate covers me a bit in the similar area. But we'll find out. We'll find out what my teammate does here. And so it ends up being all the way northern. He goes very close to me, and that's going to be enough to knock us out. I got the southern vibe. No, not enough to knock us out. No one was that close, but I really got the southern vibe there. It was completely incorrect. I don't know what made me think that it was so southern, but unfortunately, it's not a good result for us. But okay, let's check the sky here. Yeah. Thinking I know the country here, but I would say we're somewhere around here. Could have checked the road angle, but yeah, so we'd be on the other side of the bay if we are. We'll see. I could actually have the country wrong here, but I hope it's right. It's up being correct. That makes a lot more sense. Not a bad result though. So in mixed, we had a lot of really nice rounds here and a lot of really bad ones, and the rush is obviously just so devastating. But okay, round number 6 here, still doable. A bluish number plate there. Why is that a bluish number plate? I actually wonder. It's just the blue top, I see. We could do damage here. We could do damage. I don't hate this round. It's the type of country and the type of round where damage is definitely doable. We'll see about that though. Ooh. Teammate comes through with a huge guess there. I don't really know how he got so close. But he comes through with a huge guess. So the teammate is actually not a bad idea. No. I didn't want to have him, but here he is. So what else? What else are you gonna do about it? This time I think I know the country. And so the result is that it's actually all the way up there. My teammate does not make a guess. Oh no, he's actually in Slovakia, in Trechin. Okay, there we go. A good little result there. Definitely happy to get 10 rounds in a row, which was the goal. Guys, thank you very much for watching the video all the way to the end. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Let me know if you have any ideas of how I could do this in the future. But until then, I say goodbye.